happy music, but I'm here to tell you that unemployment is at its highest in decades. And of course, that has left a lot of people out there looking for work, just trying to get by, just trying to handle all of this. So for this week's Financial Fix-Up, we brought in two fantastic experts to give you some help and some good advice. President of Powell Financial Group, financial expert Pat Powell. And psychologist Dr. Robin Kerner is with us as well. Thank you, ladies, for being with us. And Mike, you've got some questions for them up there.
Yeah, let's go this man right here. Go ahead.
Okay, how you doing? I've been out of work for 5 months.
What do you do?
September, I was teaching since September 24th. Right now, I'm at my wit's end. I'm trying to find out, do I need to cash in my annuity, my life insurance, and last but not least, my retirement fund, my teacher's retirement fund. Right
Pat, you want to start with that one?
Sure, you're in a really tough spot. 5 months is a long time, but you don't want to sacrifice your long-term financial security for what it could be a very short-term problem. If you cash in things like IRAs, you're under 59 and a half, it looks like, you're going to pay a 10% penalty. If you cash in things like your life insurance, what's going to protect your family if something happens to you? And maybe later on you won't even be able to get insurance because you might have a pre-existing condition. So what you really want to do is focus on something else. If you can't find a job, look for part-time. You were a teacher? Go tutor people, get your name in, go substitute teach, do anything you can. Tutoring is really good. At this time of year, people are failing, kids are failing. Parents will do anything to help their kids pass. Get your name out raise and you can find that you can raise some money fast.
You said that you're at your wit's end, and you know, for guys, it's tough to be unemployed. Well, how are you feeling? I mean, how are you feeling mentally?
Well, as a man, it's the worst thing in the world. You know what? I don't even sleep Sunday nights. I try to just hold on to a Sunday night just to get to Monday.
Yeah.
There's a mental strain on my family.
Robin,
what
advice?
It's amazing.
What you're saying makes so much sense. It's particularly hard for men when you lose a job because so much of your identity and who you are is tied up in your job. So what's important to remember is you are more than your work. You know, you're a husband, you're a father, you're a good provider of things more than just money. And you got to keep that in mind. And in terms of that Sunday night anxiety, you got to try to find some way to structure your week.
Yeah.
You know, Pat's talking about finding other kinds of work. Well, think about volunteering. Structure that way. Giving back will also give you a lot.
Yeah. Okay. This couple right here. Names?
Brandon.
And Amy.
And you're engaged?
We are.
What's the question?
We are planning our wedding for this upcoming summer in July, but unfortunately my fiance has been unemployed since November.
And we're just curious if you have any advice about how to kind of reel back the costs.
You're planning a kind of a lavish Hilton Head wedding.
I wouldn't go so far as to say lavish, but yeah. It's...
So advice, Pat.
Okay, number one, you need to sit down at the kitchen table, put everything out on the table all at one time, and start looking for where you know you can cut. Maybe you don't need roses. Maybe daisies will do the trick. Maybe you don't even need flowers. Maybe you could pick them from your mom's garden, you know, depending upon the time. But also, don't think that just because you signed a contract, it has to stay in place. You can renegotiate those contracts. Go back to the place. Tell them you've had a change of circumstances and ask them how they can help you cut. 3 P's you need. You need to be patient, you need to be polite, and you need to be persistent. Don't take the first no.
Yeah. Are you fighting about it? A little bit?
A little bit. I mean, you know, I'm around a lot more, obviously, because
you're not working.
I'm not working, and it's, you know, it's New York, and it's...
Yeah.
That's always true. Robin, you're talking about that because it's very tough for couples. I know a lot of folks in this situation.
Right. Planning a wedding is stressful under any circumstances. So if you're fighting is a defense. Start talking, and you'll get on the same page, and things will be okay.
All right, thank you so much to Pat and Dr. Robin Kerner. For more financial fix-up advice, log on to mnjshow.com. Coming up right here, this is great. What part of our body never stops